I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. Hey, y'all, come on in. We're doing some California Dreamin' today, the #1 song from 1966.
And our soap today is 1966 from Rex Supply Co.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, come on in. We're glad to see you. And we just realized we're recording this on July 22nd, which is our 1-year anniversary of being in the wet shaving world. Our very first video premiered a year ago today.
It did. Go
we
check
are
them out.
So
They're
grateful. Yeah, they're hilarious. The lathers that we built, they were just big
tried.
sloppy messes. We had to get a cover for the piano. Y'all, those
Come
were the
a long
dark
way.
days.
Yeah.
Indeed. But thank all of you so much for making us your Barbershop Duet. In fact, for a few ways that we're celebrating our anniversary is we've got a few live interviews going on over on Instagram, our In Conversation series, and much like the dry erase board on your college dorm room door, we have started a Discord, y'all, so that we can all stay in touch in between the barbershop being open on Wednesday and
We'd
Saturday
love to
morning.
have you join us. And it's very cool because you can comment back and forth and keep the conversation with our friends from the Whiff Pack as well as with us.
Suggest new soaps, or we'll put behind the scenes pictures of stuff up. So yeah, just a fun place to hang out when we're not all here together. So we hope you'll take advantage of that. We hope to meet you on the Discord.
And for our soap today, we have technically opened 1955, but we have been waiting to take a trip to 1966.
Y'all, I immediately wanted to go buy this, and then Sarah said, hey, there's only 2. Uh-oh, I guess we better pace ourselves.
wait.
And there has since been a 3rd one,
There
released
has.
1977, so we figured, okay, maybe this is the time. Y'all, there was something about capturing an era in a soap that is so appealing to me, and when we got this one, it was so different from what I expected. I don't know
too.
why my brain was like thinking Aqua Velva or something, but y'all, this was a floral masterpiece.
Clean.
And yes, and really reminded me of my doctor's office from 1975, because I went to the son of the guy who actually owned the practice, who opened it in 1955. And there was something about it that just sort of still smelled floral and beautiful,
era
like this does every time we'd go in there. So y'all love this one, and I have been waiting for it today in this beautiful orangey, yellowy label, and a bunch of the Brethren DJ love this one, 66. So I'm ready to dive in. What did you think of 55?
This one to me, overly, if I were to say it's clean, it's masculine, and it does have that like blast from the past. Like I just picture like crisp white tuxedos and, you know, like everything was crisp and clean and really well taken care of.
Enchantment of the Sea Dance.
Right. And so I really see that comes through. I'm very curious of like the little maybe rougher edges from 1977, a little more of that color, like even just at the label. I feel like that gives us some clues already.
And I hope there's an 88 so we can make our way through the eras
let's
tour
keep it
here. But
going.
let's start with this one and meet the soap. All right, y'all. So this is one of the rare occurrences where there is actually nothing on the sales page but a few scent notes. So we wrote a little something. Welcome to 1966, where the mamas and the papas were the soundtrack to cruising the boulevard on Friday night after a day at the beach. The hair was getting longer, and the invitation to tune in and drop out was being heard across the country as cries for peace and unity were heralding the world getting smaller, with the birth of the computer and mass communications on the horizon. Tumultuous, artistic, iconic. Welcome to 1966.
With scent notes of bergamot, tangerine, sandalwood. This is all we get.
Y'all.
Let's unbox it. All right,
this is how they come from Razor Appointment. I think I bought a second one, but I don't remember what it was.
We're gonna find out. It's been sitting on the piano for a while here.
Oh, it's the Southern Witchcraft
It
one
is.
for Halloween.
For Halloween.
You didn't see Carpathia. Y'all
But it
stand
will be
by for
coming
that.
back.
But you did see. Oh,
You did see that color.
66. And Sarah noticed on 55 that the label is like purposefully distressed.
Kind of aged
so
a little.
It looks a little antique.
A little time warp for us.
Let's do Time Warp, perfect
Okay,
friend.
ready? Yay!
Y'all, we're taking a tour through the decades today. Let's have a first impression. All right, I think you should go first.
You think?
I want to see a female perspective because this is sort
Okay.
of based on the aftershaves for guys of the 1960s. So,
But I do have to say, like the 1955 one, I thought I was going to be hit with way more obnoxiously like masculine side of it. and it wasn't as insane as I was expecting.
Right.
So I don't know.
Y'all, we have heard connections drawn between like La Tierra Mojada and Rex 1955,
yes.
and I would not throw anybody out of bed for saying that.
I'm with you.
It's in those lanes. It's not like a crazy like redoing of Aquavelva or something like that.
Right.
So this may
This
hold
could be anything.
crazy
I'm not sure.
surprises. Who knows?
Okay.
Like, do know Tangerine was.
Oh,
was
yes,
listed.
a little citrus.
All right,
maybe?
let's see. Take
the
it.
color suggestion could maybe. I was thinking it's going to be more like aftershave from the era, like more of the spices and stuff.
I love best is when soap makers plan ahead so that when you've got 55, 66, and 77,
Stacked.
they're all going to look good together. Those colors are going to look good together. So look at light blue, orangey, yellowish, right?
And
And
then
then the
77's
last
green?
one is green.
Yeah,
and
greenish.
yellows. Yeah, and they got to look good stacked, right?
Right?
Woo, okay, so
That's just like a beacon. Grab me, share with me.
I know. I do grab 55 from time to time.
Okay, here I go.
400 soaps. You think 55? I go back to it a lot.
Okay,
Okay.
it still has a similar
Oh, yeah?
kind of cleanish brightness.
To 55?
Not, I mean, just like that they're kind of in the same concept.
Gotcha.
But it's not as like deep, spicy, kind of like that. I
I
was
might
thinking
like that, actually.
you definitely get the citrus, but it's almost like they're a spiced citrus or like
Oh.
they've been cooked. Like I
Yeah.
don't think I just pulled it off the tree.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Cooked citrus.
I don't know, or like a brewed citrus. Like
Well, we use citrus in cooking all the time, but why do we not think of our noses as a warm citrus scent? Interesting.
yeah, like almost or like a dried citrus like peel that's
Right.
in a tea or
Oh.
like it's a different twist on a citrus. Yes, I read those, but I feel like it's had a little aging done to it maybe.
Nice. What's the vibe?
I really thought we were going to have things that we had done in our big classic aftershave homage month.
Right.
That this would be closer to.
Yeah, we experienced a lot of the 60s homages, so nothing like
No, not what I thought would be like, oh yeah, that's close to something
Right,
we've done. No,
right.
it is its own kind of homage to the era, I
Nice,
think.
right.
Instead of just to the classic aftershave.
Right.
Like there's something different happening.
Glad you said that, because I feel like 55 is more an homage to the era, not necessarily to those specific aftershaves of Brood or Aquavelva or those kind of things. So I'm kind of hoping this might be similar, yeah?
Yeah, and I feel like this color orange really is a good ode to that era,
Right.
where I was taking a little bit more literal of like what was going to be behind the scent, like because
right.
that's more of the masculine florally zone. This one is a little it's not a dark, deep spice, but there
Right.
are spices. There is definitely a citrus, and there is something that makes it masculine. I cannot figure out what that is yet, because by our list of clues, there's something else in here I think is helping.
Well, I'm awfully masculine, but people have a hard time figuring out exactly what that is. So
See
it
what
makes
you're with
perfect
tells
sense to
ya.
me. All right, here we go. I've been waiting months and months for this.
I know. I don't really think we have anything like this in our den, which is actually surprising. I
Yeah.
thought we were going to be much closer, but see what your nose says. I could be wrong.
Taking it in.
Diving in. Go into the 60s here. What do we got?
Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay,
See?
so
Not what he was expecting.
It's not as intense. So
Right.
it's harder for my nose to kind of get under it than it is because 55 as a way of announcing itself
it does.
to the room. But yeah, this is way lighter and more subtle. Okay, so hold on a second.
But I think actually your little blurb that you wrote oddly fits this scent. In
You
a cool
know,
way.
yeah, for me, it is so light that it is a vibe. I'm not really getting those individual samples. I'm not even getting like individual citrus.
I wasn't either. That's what I meant. Like they've been brewed together. Something has happened to them.
Yeah, I'm just getting kind of a spicy vibe with this. That's absolutely lovely. Yeah,
It is.
hold on.
But it's a much more gentle scent than I was expecting.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be more in the face too.
Well, because when you think about the 60s aftershaves, they were kind of bossy.
They were very like,
In
this
their
is
way,
what I
you know?
wear.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
it kind of came out.
They were strong. Even my dad's Avon cologne, which is a little bit more for the laid back kind of a guy.
Right, but it's
You
still
even
having a
those,
scent, you know?
Thank you, Sean and Julie, for saving our bougie situation. It was getting rather dire there for a while, but this one is fantastic. And this is our HC&C
It is.
22 gauge stainless steel bowl. It was a gift from Pete Hendricks and also a gift from Craig at Opus Brush. This
We're
is
so
our
lucky.
Barbershop Duet custom brush.
Who would have thought a year ago today when we were filming that this, or launching our episodes, that this is where we would be?
Wow, those first few episodes are hilarious
They are.
because we're just like, it's really good, but I wish I knew how to tell you that.
We've definitely figured some things out after 300 some episodes, but our verbiage, we were really trying. We were
Yeah.
brand newbies. Like that was literally our first few
What's
lathers,
the-
our first few shaves.
What's the weirdest scent note you can remember from the last year?
Oh.
Like
I think-
pralines? I mean, that was a great one.
Yeah, but I think the civet one was something funny.
Civet!
And I think I'm getting more coming now. Like, I'm glad we went for the lather. I'll keep going.
Civet is so interesting. It's so interesting. It's in Pollux. It's in Briar. It's sort of used to like bring out a tobacco-y cabiny scent, and it kind of works, even though it's...
Just lathering up nicely
Y'all,
here.
this is next level, this base for the Rex Supply Company. Look at this.
I probably need even a little more water. It's still
George
got
Washington
lots happening.
haircut on the brush. It's beautiful.
I'm curious for you to get a whiff here because I feel like even like lathering this low, I'm getting more that's permeating towards me.
Right, y'all.
I don't want to say it got more in your face or like bossy, but it definitely woke up.
A lot of times, this is just sort of the concentrate, and magic happens when you add a little air and water. As far as the scent goes, it can get a lot more intense. Birth of Cool was like that for me.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
See what your better.
Y'all,
Right. That's a little brighter for sure.
This is Davina. Yeah, this is the intensity's back now. Now I'm getting the tangerine. Mm-hmm. But it's lovely how it's sitting. It's like clicking with those other set notes in a way where they're bringing out different scents. Mm-hmm. So if y'all were thinking that there were only 3 in this, because that's what was listed on the segment,
there's something in the middle.
I think there's a lot more magic in this, and I also think the way those are connecting and clicking together are making sort of new set notes.
I'm actually really glad. I know we kept waiting to open this. It just seemed like it fit now, but this does have a little bit of a summer vibe.
100%. Maybe more than any soap we've done. This, for me, speaks summer because I had an apricot tree in the backyard. You know what I mean? Like,
but it does have that, I know even you were playing California Dreaming, and that just is like the California beach vibes are coming through. Like, something about that is here.
I guess this is like tangerine forward, but I love how it doesn't stay there long enough for your nose to really identify it as the fruit.
Yeah.
Like, so think about like if somebody blindfolded you and was like, here, smell this. It takes you a few seconds to really get your nose around it. What I love is that I first sense this beautiful warm citrus from my childhood, very much the tangerine tree, but the whiff sort of takes a couple of branches as the whiff continues. So it doesn't end like tangerine. It ends with like this beautiful, almost woody kind of a vibe. Like if I
spice or something?
Like if Ron Burgundy's apartment didn't smell like mahogany, it would smell like this.
It just might, actually.
Beautiful.
But so there is something to this scent that I think I forget tangerines are so different from oranges or other stuff, like where those citruses are very in your face.
Good point.
This has a gentle, like, sneak its way in kind of a citrus, if that makes sense.
It really does. And sort of a...
Gentle?
Hospitable.
That's a good word.
A hospitable citrus. Well, citrus too can be a little bit brazen. Citric acid is what's used to make the world's sourest soda. Warheads, citrus. That's how it's... that. So to balance out the bitter tartness in citrus to the point where it's a really beautiful sort of calming cologne is a feat in and of itself, I think. I'm with you though. There is something in the back there that's like a woodsy, spicy, something, not dark, but just a little bit more of like, you know how this looks aged? It's like the back of that color. You know, something that's using these scent notes for me to hint as something as lovely as the tobacco. And I'm not sure how to... Do you sense that?
A clean, bright.
Right. Like
almost
the leaf.
tobacco.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's the color power suggestion. Just in case, we'd better double check these scent notes. There's only 3, but these are the 3 best friends that anyone could have. Starting back at the beginning with...
Bergamot. Which I feel like it's there, but it's barely like the peel. It's not zesty.
You know what it's doing for me? It's adding the sweet to the tangerine.
Okay, maybe
because
that's
if you
what
think
it is.
about lime and tangerine, it's funny that those don't typically exist in a punch or a drink together. I think they're using the tangerine to be more of the warmer, darker, drier sides. And the bergamot, the only part they're pulling out of the bergamot are the beautiful sort of masculine, organic, natural sweets that are mixing with tangerine. And then those two are sitting on a lovely plank of sandalwood. Is sandalwood actually a wood? A plank of sandalwood.
Right. But I feel like the sandalwood is actually getting a chance to shine more somehow than it does in most soaps, unless it's just a sandalwood forward soap. There's something about it here that's almost being used to make the spice happen. Like there's something in that with the tangerine. Yeah,
that's what it is. Because I think like the smooth part of sandalwood is pretty ubiquitous and all that, but the spicy part is occasionally ignored. And I feel like this is the spicy part of that sandalwood that's binding with the citrus. And maybe you did need 2 personalities that are that strong to come out, because you don't have like Milton Berle with Ben Stein. No, you need Imogen Coca to balance him out. You know what I mean? So it's this. They needed those 3 really strong scents to sort of magically come together to make something a little bit more mellow and a little bit more calm. I guess that's a perfect metaphor for the 60s.
I guess so,
Three
yeah.
rather volatile set notes all coming together to make something just kind of cool and groovy.
Right. There you go. And it's funny because I know we don't always have such a simple, like, 3-tier set notes.
Right.
But there is some magic happening in us only getting those as our 3 clues. And then something else is brewing here.
Yeah, let's have a grown-up conversation. I felt a little bit slighted at first when you see only 3 set notes. But y'all, it's not about that. It's about, have you ever seen these before? Well, no. Well, then how these are going together is going to be something extraordinary. It's chocolate, it's peanut butter. Well, ho-hum. Hi, you ever had them together?
It's something.
Right. So it's that. That's exactly what's happening here.
And we're going to see how far these tangerines fall from the tree as we go a little deeper.
Y'all, we realize when we watch our shaving shows, we love to see how Ohio Shaves actually covers his face with lather. I think it says a lot about the base. So we've got to kind of integrate that into our show today. Here we go. Look, y'all. Y'all, 3 coats in 1. It's right there already. Look at this. Look at this. This is bananas. There's no bananas in it.
There's no bananas.
Y'all. Whoa, get ready.
It's a nice.
Oh, I can feel the edges of the bristles. Oh, this is fabulous.
Yeah,
stuff.
the slickness thing, I can't even get to my skin. It's leaving a nice, good slickness.
It's even a
some
Razor
protection.
Emporium video of them making
There
this
is.
stuff. And
Yeah,
it's
go
amazing.
check
And if you
that
have
out.
not looked at the regular soap line from Razor Emporium,
Right.
because Rex Supply Co. is an offshoot company,
It
may we
is.
suggest Barbershop, one of the most outside the box and yet absolutely beguiling barbershops in our whole barbershop month this year. And I think the one that blew our skirts up in such an unexpected way.
Fireside.
One of the cleanest barbershop scents you'll ever find, and believe it or not, there's a campfire in the middle of it. Trust me on this.
But there's interesting, actually, I would say that this barbershop is a nice in-between from 1955 to 1960. Like, they're all kind of could be sort of
You
friends.
know, she's not wrong.
Like, this has more the powdery other kind of side to
Right.
it, but those two, like a similar energy of like leaving the barbershop smelling like the decade, you know, it's in there.
Oh, and something as charming with the tangerine as powder. I don't know how, maybe we just got me talking about barbershops, but y'all.
In smelling this, why is it still technically a masculine scent?
Great question. Well, it's not all tobaccos and patchoulis. It's not all dust and dirt. Masculine characters run the gauntlet. So from all the way spicy to all the way floral and everything in between, I think that this helps define a sort of character of a man. But who would it be? Who would wear this?
Right, because it is definitely got a masculine vibe to it. Not that I couldn't use it, like I can vibe more towards the citrusy side, but
this
it's
would
here.
be on Mr. Rogers' red sweater.
Oh,
this set, the
yes.
1960s. Tom Lehrer. Tom Lehrer would poison pigeons in the park smelling exactly like
There
this.
you go.
Those sort of clever guys that were doing new things with music and language, right? That's who this smells like for me.
It has a fun vibe to it. Like, I feel like wearing this, you'd have a good time as you had this scent on you all day. Like, there's something that could totally start your morning with. You could just jump in and shave in the afternoon, or you can even have it as a nice nightcap.
And just a hint of something a little bit childish and whimsical. Just a tiny hint of maybe a 1960s sort of bubble bath or
There's just something
hiding
fun. I mean, I even think of like taking a tangerine and grinding it up to make tangerine juice.
Right.
Like, there's just something about that. Like,
or
I
like
don't know.
tangerine shaved ice kind of thing.
Oh,
from the
that does
60s.
sound good.
Tangerine was used a lot in
Was
cooking
it?
in the 60s
Interesting.
and drinks and things. Yeah. So it's pretty simple. Y'all just be in the East Bay premiere of Hairspray playing Edna Turnblad, the mom, and you're going to have a quick change during the song Welcome to the 60s. You're going to jump into the Mr. Pinky set, and all of a sudden your assistant is going to realize that when she affixed your wig this morning, it was with way too many bobby pins and she can't get it off. So she's going to look at you and say, brace yourself, and just yank, and you got your own! So head over to rexsupplyco.com to find this and a bunch of other stuff I want. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with 1966, and while the scent might be a vintage homage, the formula is not. It is a fantastic modern base, great cushion, great glide, great feel, a little bit thirsty in the bowl, fun to make the lather, and utilitarian once it was done. I had a great shave with this. Hey, we look forward to the next couple of eras ahead. Welcome to Messages.
So we have had so much fun with the exclusives from the Shave Supply that we wanted to have a $20 giveaway for a gift card just for you.
Yeah, all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com. Be a subscriber here on YouTube. Maybe head over to theshavesupply.com, see what they've got going on, and then check back on September 4th here where we draw our lucky winner on the show to see if it's you.
Best of luck.
And y'all, if you are new to the wet shaving world and you enjoy the antique razors, Razor Emporium and Matt Basarsik have you covered. In fact, there's a database so that you can even date your razor if there is a code on it.
Right, if you have an old Gillette and you want to figure out what year or what make kind of thing, check out
one
that
of the
list.
most respected razor experts in the business. If you have not checked out their website, go over and see
And a
what
lot
they've
of
got
our
going
fun
on.
friends have gotten things, different replatings on them and stuff. Very cool.
Finishes you can have done. Restoration services for your
word.
old razors.
Yes.
Y'all, it's just a fun place to hang out in
So
general.
going back to the 60s, if you find a razor from then, you could have a whole 60s shave. Maybe
Why
a
didn't
brush.
we bring out my Gillette
You
tech
know?
for this episode? We should have.
We
That's
should have.
okay. Missed opportunity.
But I'm thoroughly excited to then
We'll shave with it.
Yeah, but we should go down the lane for maybe we can plan better on the 1977 episode. If we get one that kind of matches things up, maybe. What do you think?
And if there's the 90s one, I'll grab my old crappy cartridge razor and use that dusted off. So Matt Basarsik and Rex Supply, thank you for knowing that we like to revisit our eras in the shaving den.
We are excited to keep this going. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more nostalgic just watching this.